This is the Recycling, Scrap Metal, Commodities, and Economic Report, January 13, 2025. U.S. weekly raw steel production fell slightly to 1.63 million tons, down 1.3% from last year on slow U.S. manufacturing. WTI crude oil price rose to $76.57 a barrel on fresh sanctions on Russian oil that is now hurting global supply. This is a major opportunity for U.S. oil company exports. U.S. weekly crude oil production fell slightly to 13.56 million barrels per day, remaining near last month's record. The new Russian oil sanctions we just talked about should bring more U.S. production and oil exports. The U.S. weekly oil rig count fell slightly to 480, despite near record U.S. production. Tighter supply brings higher prices, which brings increased production. Scrap steel number one HMS composite price rose $20 gross ton to about $323 a gross ton. The bad weather is hurting supply, so bringing higher prices. The high U.S. dollar is hurting U.S. scrap exports as it increases the price in local currencies. Hot rolled coil steel price fell slightly to $35.20 per hundredweight, which is $704 a ton on continued slow U.S. demand. Copper price jumped to $4.29 a pound on hopes of Chinese stimulus and EV growth. Aluminum price rose to $1.17 a pound, which is $25.71 a metric ton on the same Chinese stimulus hopes. The U.S. November trade balance widened as in it became worse to $78.2 billion despite record U.S. exports. Food, semiconductors, cars, and aircraft led imports. As an example, NVIDIA chips are designed mostly in the U.S., but mostly imported into the U.S. from Taiwan. U.S. exports were led by crude oil. Yes, exports were led by crude oil, cars, trucks, buses, and aircraft engines. U.S. December new jobs report jumped 256,000, the most in months, and blew past forecasts. Lower immigration but higher job demand is causing inflation risks. The good job growth caused a major decline on Wall Street due to it could mean higher for longer interest rates. U.S. December unemployment rate fell to 4.1%. More people are working and fewer people are coming into the workforce. U.S. December total employment, which is considered non-farm, it rose to 159.5 million, a new all-time high in American history. There are record high wages, lower inflation, and a record number of people working as the services economy is driving U.S. growth. U.S. December ISM Services Purchasing Managers Index rose to 54.1, which was above expectations and the sixth month of expansion. As we just discussed, it's services, not manufacturing, driving good U.S. growth. Wall Street's Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 794 points to 41,938 as the good jobs report we talked about brought a decline in stocks. The strong jobs report was another sign of a very good economy. The good economy could bring the higher inflation we also talked about, which slows interest rate cuts, as said earlier. This is Greg Brown reporting. As always, feel free to call or email me with any questions, and we hope all have a safe and profitable week.